Greetings and hello once again. This here is the ancient spirit Tralaka. Well, at least in spirit. Now today we're going to talk about a very disturbing meditation slash sleep I had a while ago. I had spent hours in a very blissful meditation that day after spending some time cleaning my place with the meditation music also being played on my headset while I'm doing this, which I enjoy to do. The deep meditation sleep showed me a few things. Part 1. The time for the storms from the space above the sky is still coming. I have seen many football and many times larger stones slash asteroids, or rather, appears to be as if striking the earth in an organized manner. Dun, 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 dun. Though strikingly and strange, many were not on fire as they came in, but glowing in a pulsing manner lighting, as they become then rested on planet Earth. The bigger of stone were on fire as they came from space into our skies, seemingly to also have this intelligence. For when they came close to the Earth's surface, they changed courses and sped swiftly above the ground at about 1 to 2 meters from the surface of the ground to destroy everything in their paths as they went along. Da, 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 da. Part 2 becomes much more disturbing. Though I could clearly see when I looked up in the skies above the sky a second moon hovering above the earth. This second moon had I will call them overseers or upper self-selected bosses who had come to check up on their work, quote, quote, they had been given to do. Now, da, 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 these were differently a different type of reptilians than a lot of people talk about. Now, the taller ones were over 7 feet. These were the leaders. The worker class were at 6 feet tall. It was the workers in this situation, as I looked in on them, who were very aggravated. Man! This went on for a few minutes as I watched, as the worker reptilians were really getting worked up with some serious attitudes. The leader reptilians sent out this field of energy over the top of all the workers. Then it settled down into the worker reptilians, and about a half a minute later, they were all in this very good behavior mood. Boy, don't you wish we could use this on kids and get away with it? And politicians and so forth. Be great technology to have. Now, getting back to it. Now, this head boss of the leader reptilians stepped forward, and you could tell he was the head boss. He had on the chest of him, on this cloth, is very polished crystals, definitely showing of high rank, and you could tell he's been doing this a very long time. He came forward to speak, and I strangely understood this in basic English. This location has come, made their selection. Let me say it again. This location has made their selection and must be allowed to move into the next experience upon which we understand and must honor. He mentioned as he spoke to the workers in front of him and what appeared to be a microphone for everyone to hear him within this moon-like vehicle they were using. However, as the head boss reptilian continued, as long as we are still within this planet's orbit, we will still harvest one more time. Then we will move on to other harvests on planets and moons within our route and make a new on planets and moons new to us also, a populating of those. So in time, there too will be harvested for their first few cycles of their species until they too reach full awareness. Go now and take a few of your desires, for you have worked hard. Then, as this dark species is out of their darkness, we will speak and work with them into the next cycle of understanding of the ways and means of the mysterious living multi-dimensional universe. We must then accept them as brethren, though they may be still working on being able to be glowing as we do in the sunlight. I say unto you, the same laws you will hold for them as we hold and understand for us the establishment of honor and its codes. The head boss leader reptilian slightly bows his head to the workers before him, and he backs away from them and this apparent microphone. A side door in the wall to the right of the leaders whisks open, and they step past the doorway and were gone. Dun, 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 dun. Please, understand, though this also, which comes from the knowledge of the ancient Tralaka here. Now, humans have this flaw of always thinking that any dream or meditation or even vision is always just about to happen, which in most situations will be definitely in error. For please understand, spirit humans, that dreams, meditations, visions, these experiences transcend time, space, and dimensions. This is why it is so important to write them down physically on paper with a pen or pencil, for this is manifesting into the variable existence your experience, so it can be better understood by you. Now, the second moon I had seen above the earth, was it the same as the ancient Dogden tribe talked about? The answer is yes. The ability for more advanced certain reptilians or the older grays with an A, not E, to use a higher sacred sciences to mask entire planets or moons is not that unusual compared to what other species have been known to have achieved. Okay? Now, the point of me seeing once again 7-foot tall reptilians is nothing new. Nothing new. The local universe is littered with them, and many forms of different types of gray with an A and gray with an E species, as well as many different forms of reptilians. Okay, please understand that, to keep this in mind. The humans, the spirit humans in this situation, we are the minority in our local area. Okay, though this does change as you travel outwards into other solar systems. Now, please understand, spirit humans as an Earth species really needs to speak out, to be able to break out, to become awake, to become breaking out of the illusionary propaganda program lies that any height of, let's say, giants, whether on this planet or any other, were just primitive mumbling stone chuckers and and just random spear chucking. Okay. Please understand. This is lies. This is propaganda lies on so many different levels, under agreement by certain species of the reptilian and old tall grays with an A to control species for their own uses. Please understand. Size matters not. It is the sum of the collective of the species' ability that steers them forward or backwards in and upon their development as a species. Most of the old Mars warriors back over 10,000 years ago, plus, averaged between 7 to 9 feet in height, although there was an elite group of warriors who were at just a little over 12 feet. Now, their armor, oh wow, was quite an impressive thing to see when they wore them in their burned red colors. One of those warriors could crush a nowadays human within their hands. They were so strong, and they were very intelligent, very wise. Though they did have reptilian eyes and enhanced eyesight, they were predominantly looked as human. Now, please, many giant species in this multi-dimensional living universe are incredibly smarter than a normal spirit human who is still asleep on Earth right now. So please do not ever regulate your friends by height. This is the Ancient Spirit Tralaka. Good night. Journey safely. Journey to many worlds. See many incredible things. Take notes when you return or wake up the next morning. This is vitally important. Good night.